Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Welcome to the Dirt Nerds Off-Road channel. Today, we're going to talk about our newest project, CJ5. We can't finish a project, so I had to buy another one. Don't mind me while I put my tools away. It is better than it looks. Promise. Get more details as we go. Pretty good. The one owner family. One owner family. That we bought it from was a customer. We were originally going to restore this at the shop for him. Due to some changes, and ended up having to sell it. Hard to beat price. We're not sure exactly what we're going to do with it. We're definitely going to get it running, fix it up, have some fun with it. So, gonna try and document everything. Stuff. Proverbial down in the comments. What else do you think we should do? I've got some ideas. I may or may not listen to yours. Maybe you guys have better ones. We don't know. Tim's here. We're gonna do a little walk around, talk about it, figure it out. No, basically nothing about this thing other than it's been sitting in a garage for a long time. You have the rest of the parts. So put back together. Oh, hey. Welcome back to the Dirt Nerds Off-Road. You can't laugh behind the camera. Hi. Welcome back to Dirt Nerds Off-Road YouTube. Let me swap this out real quick. Today...
Just keep going.
Like we talked about last week, or last video, check out the motor today. I'm gonna do a little educational, a little entertainment, a little bit of everything. First thing we want to do, because we have no idea what's going on with this, make sure it spins. Like we said in the last video, water pump's locked up, alternator's locked up, carburetor's locked up, which is wild. I don't think I've ever seen throttle plates completely stuck. Spark plugs are in it, so we know the motor's pretty much sealed up. Like I said, that is locked, so it is also probably sealed. There is oil in it, so I'm hopeful. But no belt, so there's really no easy way to check by hand. There's a little bit of wiggle in the crank. I'm gonna use a little Boxo toolkit again today. 3/4 socket, ratchet, breaker bar. Because we're not at the shop where I have my full toolbox. But Boxo, great kit. Use the code DIRTDRIVE, 10% off, boxousa.com. Not a sponsor yet. So yeah, let's see. You guys probably can't really see much, but take my word for it. Oh, she's tight. She's real tight. Mechanical advantage. Oh, baby. Oh yeah.
There's no plugs in it?
There's plugs in it. What?
Not a lot of compression.
Oh no, it's got compression.
Okay.
I can feel it. I can feel it like right there. It's tight.
Okay.
And it's not tight. That's called the compression stroke. If you're not familiar with the basic mechanics of a engine, there are 4 strokes, known as suck, squeeze, bang, blow. In a more scientific way, intake, compression, power, combustion, power, whatever you want to call it, exhaust. Piston goes down, sucks air and fuel in, piston goes back up, squeezes everything together, spark plug ignites, burns the fuel, doesn't explode, which then forces it back down. That's your power stroke. That's where you get your rotational force. And then your exhaust is the piston traveling back up, pushing everything out the exhaust. You have valves, everything else. Given the fact that this motor is spinning, I'm very hopeful, because I know we have a new carburetor in the pile of parts. So a little tune-up, some wiring. I'd like to fire it, but we don't have any wiring, so it's got to be another video. I think we're gonna pull this valve cover, make sure the cams are spinning, or cam is spinning. Make sure all the lifters, rockers, everything are there. I mean, it's just a 4-liter. It's an AMC 258 officially, which I think works out to be 4.2 liters. But this is the original 4-liter that we all know and love from all the Jeeps until they became minivans, thanks to the 3.6 and 3.8. But let's pull this valve cover, see what the inside looks like. See if everything's still wet with oil inside, because that would be really good. I should have brought home the bore scope. We could have pulled the spark plug and taken a look inside there to see what that looks like. Doesn't feel crunchy. Don't feel any like ledges or anything. So I'm pretty hopeful, actually. I wasn't super hopeful until today. See you in a minute. Valve cover. Was thinking about raw dogging it. You can try and lube it up just in case. Just in case we do end up using this motor. I don't want to have to drill and tap valve cover bolts in the head, because that's a pain in the ass. We are on the trailer, so I apologize for the shakiness. But this will eventually go to the shop, so I don't feel like unloading it just to reload it later. Alright. Say a little prayer to the car gods. Well, that wasn't tight. That was too easy. Best thing about hoodies, parts pouch. Parts pouch. Oh boy, these were torqued to spec.
That's been off before. Recently.
I don't hate that. It's better than the alternative. I'll tell you what, I'm missing my power tools right now. I can tell you the last time I had to do this with a manual ratchet. I think the only thing I do with manual ratchets these days is like oil drain plugs. I do love the sound of a good ratchet. I'll get that one later. It'd be kind of nice if this thing actually is capable of running, because that will. We're good. I got it. If this thing does run, or is it capable of running, and it ends up running well, it's gonna really help the budget for this build, because there is no budget for this build right now. It's less of a build and more of a piece together, which I think will be kind of fun. You guys get to see some of the magic, we'll call it, but mostly a lot of the shenanigans. This is not centered on the trailer. Also do appreciate that the early straight sixes only have like 6 valve cover bolts, which is why they always leak. Don't fall off the trailer. Alright. We're just gonna bend that because it's trash anyway. Oh yeah. Vacuum advance line in the way. Oh, it didn't rip. Look at that. Oh, that is much cleaner than I was expecting it to be. Guess you normally take the thermostat housing off. Look at that. Yeah, that was stored with oil in it for sure. Somebody at some point replace this gasket, like Tim was saying, because that's got super tack on it. A little blue goop helps make your cork gasket stick and stay in place. It's just me, or those rockers look relatively new?
It looks fresh. I'm gonna turn it over with the valve cover off.
Yeah. Needs a good cleaning. There's some crap over where that opening was. But overall, that thing looks pretty good. Back to the toolbox here real quick. This kind of got exciting. 3/4. My pipe. Got my pipe. All right. What do we have? All right. So, like we were talking about before, on your different strokes, each stroke has a different valve configuration. Then it gets a little bit wonky with the straight 6 is because the manifolds are on the same side. Your intake and exhaust valves actually alternate, which can be kind of confusing for this part because you have exhaust, intake, intake, exhaust, intake, exhaust, exhaust, intake, so on down the line. So what we're looking for, cylinder 1, as I go through it, on the intake stroke, both valves are going to be open. So this side's going to come up, this side's going to go down. And then as it basically hits the bottom of the stroke and starts coming back up, both valves are going to close. Well, I should back that up because your intake valve is going to open on the way down. Then on the way up, the intake valve will close. Both valves will be closed at the top. When the exhaust valve starts to open, that's how you know the piston is going back down, assuming everything is timed correctly and functioning correctly. And then it'll open that exhaust valve fully on the way back up. So we're basically looking for these to alternate and move in sync. So where are we? Okay, so that intake is starting to open. That tells me this piston is going down. You can kind of hear it if you listen carefully. So now that valve appears to be fully open. Piston's coming back up. That valve is closing to create compression. The valve is now closed. We're going to be at the top here in a second. Yep, so it got tight. So this is built compression. Once I break through this and it starts coming back down, this valve should start to open. And just like it's supposed to, that valve is now open. So this is your exhaust being pushed back out, moving on. Firing order on a straight 6 is 153-624. So that set of 4 cycles happens here, 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 and then here. We can basically go through the whole cycle and make sure everything is working in that order. I don't really think we need to. I can see the complete stroke on number 1. I can see all the other ones moving. If they somehow manage to put the wrong cam in here, then I'll be impressed, not even angry. But everything seems to be smooth and happy and moving, which makes me very happy. Because if this was bad, that makes the project much more expensive. And yeah, it was exciting. That was kind of unexpected.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to turn over.
Yeah.
At all.
Just goes to show you, it doesn't matter what it looks like on the outside. It's all about the inside.
I guess I hit the button here.
Next step, because really all we can do at this point is pull some spark plugs, take a look and see what's going on. Wires actually look pretty good, but I'm guessing they're supposed to be gray and they're just a little bit sun faded. Inside of them, not corroded, nothing crazy. Plugs themselves look pretty good actually. So we're gonna, those weren't tight either. Whoever was lots of work on this, I'm buying you a torque wrench for Christmas. Because that's a little ridiculous.
Do you know the last time this one ran?
What the fuck spark plugs are these? Based on this, since the plugs were put in, it has not run. Bosch Platinum.
It was special.
Somebody spent a lot of money on spark plugs for some reason. Have you ever used Bosch Platinum plugs? So I'm gonna pull another one just for shits and giggles, but I feel like it's missing the electrode. Right? I don't know. Maybe you guys.
No, it's in there.
Is it just under the porcelain?
Yeah.
I've never seen it like that. I guess we'll do number 3 because number 1 didn't pain in the butt. Oh, that one was tight. I mean, they're gap right, like it looks right. I've just never seen a lack of electrode like that. Yeah, this is not run. These are brand new plugs. I don't know if it's a good thing or not though. It's free. The plugs are brand new. Definitely need to clean up the head a little bit. Get a better ground on there. Shit.
I think you're closer to running than you thought.
Yeah. 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 I mean, if we had a ground cable, I would throw a 12 volt set starter. Not that the coil has any power, but I don't think we need to at this point. All right. Well, that opens up some options. Still want to hear what you guys think motor-wise. Do we do a cool build? Do we just save this one, get it back on the road, pass it off to somebody who's actually going to finish it? Or claim to finish it and buy it? Is anybody interested in buying it? Everything's for sale. Everything's got a price. Well, that's... As I get distracted and cross their spark plug into the head.
Nice.
Professional. You want to hand me the other spark plug there, Timmy? Oh, give me my socket back. Hey. Yeah, so I'm excited that's a steel body because the repo bodies not great. Even the ones that are guaranteed to fit don't fit. It's my pro tip for anybody restoring a CJ 7 or 5. They're all made overseas. There's always something wrong.
China.
They're fantastic. They're terrific. Well, shit. All right. This project just went back to being kind of easy.
Cut to this in a few weeks.
Yeah. I guess the next video, I still want to do I want to do the Freiberger Comet wash because I feel like the patina on this is good. There's not a lot of good patina Jeeps out there because they're either completely abused. Have to get kind of creative with this driver side fender.
I think there's just a lot of black mold on that fender. I think it cleans up nice.
That's why I want to do the Comet wash.
My fucking Cherokee is covered in black shit.
I mean, this is the only one where it's peeling too. Like the paint's peeling off of it, so I'll be curious to see what that looks like. Just kind of go mechanical with it and get this thing running. I mean, like we have all of the parts. I have a brand new painless wiring kit that's direct fit CJ5, probably CJ7 too because they're cut to length. So the whole thing's gonna be freshly rewired, new set of gauges, which is 3. Lights, we have seats. May change them, but we have them. Yeah, let me know if anybody's interested in a half-finished CJ5 project. It will run, it will drive, it will stop.
Or do we just keep it as a shop Jeep and take it to car shows?
Take that one up with the boss. Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out. You guys will be along for the journey, so you'll watch us figure it out. So yeah, so like, subscribe. Check out the Dirt Drive podcast. It's also on our channel and on Spotify and everywhere else you listen to podcasts. Give us a follow.